Guys. Hello. Happy Monday. Y'all come on in because I hope y'all have had a fantastic day. I really do. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, and this is a real channel. This is a real channel, and I'm a real person. And it's a whole lot of real stuff going on. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Sit back a little bit, honey, because I'm too close to the camera. And the lighting, wait a minute, honey. Look, instead of having a bumpy nose, I got a bumpy chin. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Let me adjust this light. Let me see. Oh, how you do this? Yeah, just 1 second. Y'all come on in, because we can't do that. That's what we can't do. Y'all come on in, because this is my last time addressing this situation, because y'all know we don't be in the trash can. We don't do the trash can, honey. Can y'all hear me? Let me see. If that ain't no better, I ain't gonna worry about it. It really ain't. It really ain't no better. Only thing I can do is sit back a little bit. And the glare is all over my face. But anyway, I'm in Ashlyn's old bedroom where she got them stickers up there. And what's that right there? This is on my iPad. Hello, is that Priscilla? Hey, Priscilla, how you doing? Good. Happy Monday. So what we did was down here in North Carolina, we had um, tornado warnings and all that kind of stuff like that. So I did not tag. Did I tag anybody? Well, you don't tag people on YouTube. So y'all come on in. I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes. Thank you. So listen, y'all come in. We back to regular scheduling. Okay, this is a live that I gotta do before we carry on because we get ready to carry on. we gonna carry on. This is the last time, But anyway, I'm a content creator, and y'all know this is a real channel, so y'all know what be going on in real life. It's my channel, people's business. Okay? Because, if it's my YouTube business, it's y'all YouTube business. Y'all come on in. I ain't calling nobody. Yes, I can. I got my phone. Hold on. Let me, because I'm supposed to text a couple folks because they said, Cheryl, please. Text me when you go on live. So let me get it. Y'all hit the share button and the copy link for me. Go, yeah, do it. Hit the share button, copy link, so we get some more people in here. So I can because listen, so I posted my receipts on the community wall. On the community wall, first uh the first well, there ain't no video, but anyway, the first receipt is a copy of the email that the hacker sent me. Let me say that again. The first receipt is a copy of the email that the hacker sent me. The first receipt. The second receipt is a copy of them responding to me about me suspecting that it was a hijacker. But it says that in the receipt. And then the third receipt, after they did their homework, it was absolutely hijacked, which is a thing that happens in YouTube. I don't know why I'm at 8 viewers. Can y'all, whoever is in here, I'm gonna end this live if I can't get enough people in here. I'm gonna end it because I don't sit and talk to 8 people. That's getting on my nerves. Okay, she bumping nose do that, not me. I don't do that. And I gotta get back in the algorithm. It's 11 people here. So in any way, before my channel was hijacked, I was getting kicked off YouTube back to back to back to back. It was just crazy. Thank y'all for the 15 viewers. Y'all hit the like button so we can get in here. Let me text my homegirl and tell her, my moderator, my supporter, my friend. Let me tell her. Oh, there she go right there. I'm live. All right. And let's see, a couple of people. Y'all come on in so the receipts is back. It's all back. Y'all don't hear nothing else. Because we're going to move on. We're going to move on. Well, either way, I'm done with the conversation. That's it. Like Jennifer and Pump say over on I Hear News. Moving on. We're definitely moving on. And don't nobody else call my phone or text me and say anything thing to me about what Bumpy Nose said. What's up, James Baldy? James Baldy, can you do your girl a favor? Because I know most people at work. Can you hit the share button? But don't share. I don't want you to share unless you want to. And then hit the copy link. And then go back and hit share and copy link again. I was hacked. What's up, Benny White? Benny White, can you do that for me too? Can y'all? Cause y'all gonna have to get me out of this thing that we're in. We're in a slump. I was hijacked. Y'all people be fighting me down to the ground. They be fighting me down to the ground. Can y'all do that? Hit share, copy link. Go back and hit share. What's up, Sierra in the building? Let me mod you up right quick. Add as moderator. Um, there you go. There you go. Got you back in the building. Y'all hit share, copy link, share, copy link. You don't have to share it to your Facebook or whatever. You can send it to your cousin, your friend. I don't care who you send it to. Just share, copy link, because you guys are communicating with the algorithm for us, for me, for us. Okay, it's all about the engagement. All right. So I text her and told her. Let me just text a couple other people. I'm see. Mm-hmm. Let me do that. I posted the receipts. Let me see right here. Okay. I posted receipts because you're not gonna sit back there and run your dumb mouth, but you can do what you want to because I'm done. Let me see. I'm live now. Boo. Come into the live if you can. Hold on, y'all. All right. Okay. All right. So that. Let's see who else. Um. Yeah. So okay. So let me go with the commentaries. So yeah. Let me give it some water. Let's see who else. What they say. See how they. Okay. Yeah. Everybody responded. Hit the share. I don't know to me. How the hell did that call get through? Wait a minute, y'all. Mm-mm. Because I block calls for the live. I don't want to call on my phone. Let's see. Hold on one second. Y'all, is the audio better? Because it was good last night. But I was really, really close to the phone. So let me know if the audio is better. If it's not, I'm gonna be all up in y'all face. Because it's better when I laid on the bed last night and did that live, honey baby. We won't no glitches last night. Let's see, phone. Yeah, it's on. I don't even know. Yeah. So at least our audio is clear. We are doing better. It's how Billy White said it's high pitch. Sierra says clear. It's giving a bit static though. We can hear you. What's up, Mr. Vince in the building? What's up, girl? Okay. Hold on. Okay, listen, y'all go. We a team over here. You're not coming over here running your mouth and acting crazy. We gonna kick your ass out. But we do want to be back. It's a little static in and out. Okay, okay. All right. So, all right. So I posted the receipts, right? So really, that's all that I really needed to do, and I didn't have to, but I really wanted to post the receipts because I don't understand why anybody with a good brain would think that I'm just coming to YouTube. And when I came, my channel just was gone. And then what's up, Sonya Boo in the building? That I just came back and said, okay, I got to calm my voice down a little bit. I'm a little loud. Okay, so somebody just text me. Auntie, you didn't have to, but posting receipts is you taking back control of the narrative. Thank you, Rich the Fish. You're not gonna lie on me because you bored and you ain't got nothing else to do. You not gonna you not gonna lie on me because you want to insert yourself into my business. You are over here with The deep laners, you left. Don't y'all put her name in my chat. And if anybody see it in there, delete it quickly. Good to see you, One Wish. Good to see you, everybody finding us. Thank y'all for the shares and the copy links. So we're communicating with the algorithm because we've been kicked out. So when you look at the email, it'll tell you that said you got the sponsorship that they sent me in my email. And if you look at the sponsorship, if you got another device and you go to my community wall, you look at it, it looks like a completely professional, really, really professional sponsorship. That's what it looked like. And so since it looks so good, yes, people do this all the time. You hit the link. So I hit the link. And when I hit the link, automatically I was kicked out of my, within maybe like 3 minutes, I was kicked out of my Google. And now it was saying my email and it was telling me to put my password in. And when I was putting my password in, it wasn't working because the person had hijacked the channel. Now, this is not anything that's complicated. Like my grandbaby Ashlyn can understand that. Somebody implanted, like it was an implant. The email was not, it was a real email, but it wasn't the real Razor company. The receipts are back there. And there go Monet right there. Let me go give you your moderator stick. Add as moderator. Give your moderator stick back. So Monet is testified to y'all right there that um they sent the verification, the opt-in, anyway, whatever you call it, they sent it to her, but she was asleep. See, I stopped hitting link when the other big YouTuber hit a link on Crab and got hacked. See, no, there was One Wish right there. See what I'm saying? One Wish. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Man, everybody, y'all know the deep laners and some of the other content creators in the sector understand this. Do you see what I'm saying? But when you got trolls who think they are a real channel, this girl is a troll that does commentary on YouTube. She's trolling me. I don't believe she's that stupid and don't understand that YouTube channels get hijacked. So she's trolling me. I guess I'm being trolled. But after this conversation, we're done. Because there is no way we gonna pull our drawers down and get back in the bed with you. Ain't no way. Because you too funky, you're too musty, and you too ugly. No. We ain't pulling our drawers down and getting back in the bed with you. Deep laners are gonna keep our boundaries up when it comes to you because you were over here and you left, and that's your business, and we are done. You're not doing that. You did insert yourself, or you trying to. You old nut. So anyway, the receipts are on the community wall. Y'all feel free to go back there and look at it if you want to. Because the Grabowski was hacked. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. And don't try to change the narrative. Mess that YouTuber computer up. She had to buy a new one. She was on CNN when Diddy trial was going on. Listen. This phone of mine, this right here, this phone ain't right. That phone ain't right ever since all that shit happened. And but I called Apple and they said that it was okay, but I don't think Apple what was going on. Damn sure did drop the receipts. I bet you, I know you like. Now see, she the type of person that will make up a story in order to get attention off of YouTube. I don't have to make up no story. I don't have to make up stories. I'm an authentic person. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that, girl. Lord have mercy. So anyway, lots of people get hacked, and some people don't even get their channel back. Some people don't. But baby, let me tell you, that was not okay with me. Because, see, I was talking about the politics, and y'all already know what's going on. Last night, I said to myself, we're going to get back to the politics. That horrible doing people like, honey, one wish, it was terrible. You understand me? But we're going to get back to our commentary. I'm telling you, we're going to get back to it. And if something that y'all want to talk about specifically, let me know. She would have to be intelligent to take your channel. She can't take credit for that. That was a full hijack for, and it had to be someone who is fully educated in it. That's what Ashley Monet said. Uh, and they did their big one too. They did it. And they looked at me. You know how people do about black women. You know how they do. But this black woman right here is resilient, baby. And so I just sat down and did my motherfucking homework. Let's talk about this war. Now, listen, let me tell you. Let me tell you something, boo. That canal that all of that oil can't go through nowadays. I heard last night that Iran is saying, yes, cause orange tan is on the insane crisis. Iran said they're gonna get the other canals. They're gonna take their drones and they're gonna gas and food is up. They said food is going the price of food is gonna double and the price of gas is gonna absolutely double. And I also heard last night that Iran gonna make it so that can't nobody get gas. They gonna not just only uh, block that canal, but they're gonna block the other three. I think it's three other ones, and they're gonna block them all. And they want to make sure that nobody, cause see, this the thing. Leave people alone. Did you hear about this attack on California? Allegedly, America did it. In my opinion. In my opinion. In my opinion. In my opinion. We dealing with narcissists and psychopaths, and they don't never tell the truth, and they always lie and they gaslight. They always lie, they always gaslight, and uh, they always keep people having private meetings and keeping people from knowing what they're doing. They're not telling Congress nothing. They not getting permission from Congress. They're not doing that. They just have their meetings and then they do what they want to do. So no, ma'am. So when they come out and they say something, lies, because they ain't been wanting to tell us nothing. They don't tell us nothing. They don't tell us nothing worth being told. You see what I'm saying? So no, I don't believe that. Iran said. Now listen, I be on TikTok. Y'all know I be on TikTok. So being on TikTok, I see Iran all the time. Yes, don't did that and would blame it on the Middle East. Yes, he's a liar. I don't believe it. I don't believe that Iran. They be on TikTok with the black guys, the Iranians and the black men be together, and they just let. Hold on, baby. I'm gonna read your comment. They just let some soldiers go, black ones, because they said they ain't got no problem with the black people. That's what they said. Do you think a social media ban for those under 16 is sensible to protect childhood, or is it simply unrealistic today? I think it's unrealistic. I do, and children use their parents' social medias anyway, so you can't keep them off of it. You know what I mean? So so we in a pickle, y'all. What are we gonna do about the price of groceries and gas? So I guess one of the things when it comes to food, like food to me is not a big deal because I mean we can survive not eating the way that we've been eating. Like we won't be able to go probably to the restaurants that we've been going to, but you probably can still get food, or maybe not like what you want. And so that's you can live like that. But my issue is medication. For people who have to have certain medications, like what would that be like? Because we get a lot of our medicines from China. So I've been thinking, like, what would that be like for people who have epilepsy, high blood pressure, diabetes, medications like that. What would it be like? Like people who have breathing issues and stuff like that. It's a lot. In my mind, always show me the pharmaceutical, the medicine part. You know what I mean? Because in war, we got to be honest, because we are in war, people pass away. And they pass away from stuff like this. You know, like if our electricity goes off and people need assistance with breathing, sometimes people, sleep with fans, or, they got CPAP machine, BiPAP machine, all kinds of stuff. That's what I think about. So if you are healthy, you're good. If you're not, you're gonna be in trouble. See what I'm saying? And I also think about with the price of gas going up, and different people being in the work of transportation. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got to spend all your money in gas, how you gonna pay your light bill and your water bill? Sure, you are going to start going live at a certain time, daily, morning, afternoon, etc. I can set a time that I go live every day. Do you think that would be beneficial for the channel? And what would be a good time for me to go live every day? I have two windows. I can go live every day, almost every day at about 11:30, or I can wait until 7 p.m. and go live. Because normally I'm home by 5:30 in the evening, you know, other than me going to the salon in the evening. But most of the time I'm at the salon on the weekend. But I'm working on that too. So it's just a lot going on as we, conduct our lives. And that's why I always say this is a real channel. This is a real space. You guys are real people. Like my YouTube channel reminds me of my professional world all my life. Always talking to professional, grown, uh, mostly women, some men, grown people with responsibilities and all. You know, I, I am not a psychiatrist. You know what I'm saying? I was here pointing people toward mental health awareness. Me myself, I'm not a psychiatrist. For people that have certain kind of mental problems, I can't help you. I think the mid morning is good. Okay. All right, y'all. So we'll set it for as of right now. Now, if I change my mind, I'll let y'all know about it this evening. But I do think that 11:30 would be a great time to go live every day for at least an hour. For at least an hour. But yeah, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm a coach, meaning that, you know, I can coach you through some things, whether it be a bad relationship, or whether, I can sit down and help you regulate your emotions. I can do that too. And or I could just be a person to talk to you about life and help you brainstorm to come up with the best situation to help you level up in your life. Is something that I work on every day. Literally. What's up, Mr. Time in the building? I thought I saw you. Hold on. I'm at work. Wherever you go live, I will be there for you. I'm flexible. Stay blessed and balanced in life. Respect and blessings. Chat family. Yes. Have you a wonderful day, Mr. Tom. Thank you for being here. And I'm glad that you see value in the channel. We got 23 likes and 17 people. We have not really gotten back in the algorithm yet, but I'm not worried about that because we're definitely going to get back in there. I'm not worried about that. I still think that that I need a new device. So even though the audio is getting better, I don't know. I just feel like, you know. So anyway, I bought my granddaughter Ashlyn the brand new iPad for Christmas, and so I guess I'll just go get me one, or maybe just the new phone, because this phone is scary because the hacker got into the phone. Um, People are still talking about the Epstein files. The Epstein files is still a big situation, by the way, and now they just connected the dots between that little girl. You got your notification bell on. All right, Mr. Time. What's that little John Ramsey? What's that little girl named Ramses? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The John Ramsey little girl. Uh, they connected her to those the island. They've connected her to the island. Knowing that between, see, that's what I'm saying. We got this war going on. We got that thing going on, big, massive, right? And then we got John Bonet. What's up, Ro? Then we got the idea that they're trying to create a new world system. And so in order to create the new world system, and this is all too a part of the emails and conversations that Epstein was having with all of these rich billionaire people that we are finding out now. All of that is true. John Ramsey, Renee, she rose into the Epstein files conversations that were being held by Epstein. The collapse of the New World System, all of that is part of the Epstein files as well. And now they're saying that the unaliving of that baby might have something to do with the parents loaning her to the perverts. Now, I mentioned this to y'all the other day when I found out that part of part of Israel's in them religion, what is that, Judaism? Part of their religion is basically saying when it comes to Gentiles, which are anybody that are not like them, then you can do whatever you want to with them, to the point where you can seg babies and eat them. Now, it is ironic or is it? It's a question mark. Is it ironic that part of their doctrine over there consists of eating Gentile infants and segging children? And now we know that that's what they did on the island, and that Benjamin, and Epstein were good friends. Well, not friends, they were in business together. Y'all, this right here, these kind of conversations, this is what we watch on television. This is not what we find out that is really happening in real time, in real color, in real life, for real. For these people, the MAGA people that are waking up, especially the really big podcasters, the MAGA content creators with the massive 1,000,000, 2,000,000, 3,000,000 uh, subscribers are waking up just like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan said, DT lied to me. He said he tricked me, he fooled me. That's what Joe Rogan said, right? It's not just what Cheryl Grabowski is saying, right? So you got some people, because I heard that this crazy content creator is MAGA too. So I told y'all the other day that if you were people that are attracted to DT and MAGA, suffering from grave mental illnesses, and not only that, it's narcissism. It's narcissism, y'all. That's what it is. If you really, really attracted to this person who, like they said this morning on a podcast that I listened to, has no regard for human life, no regard for human life. We say, oh no, don't do that to the children. Don't do that to the young people. They young. They don't do it to, but has no regard for human life. Grab the babies by the baby parts. Sit 10-year-old girls on the lap, all between their legs, touching around up in there, doing all kinds of things. 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old. There is no salvation. I keep saying this. And y'all don't have to go with that. But I'm just saying me. Only me, not you. I don't know if y'all believe that or not. There is no salvation for that. That's it. None. I don't care. No. There's no salvation for that. So all of this, no regard, the narcissism, the malignant narcissism, all these people who defend this demon, this monster, this malignant narcissism, this thing. Okay? Because I don't even know how black people are so attracted to it. You know, I just don't get it. So this island, this world system, the collapse of the world system, which really is an economical thing, it's all about the money, which scares the shit out of me. Okay? I don't know if it scares you, but it scares me. The idea that you could wake up in the morning and have money and it don't mean nothing. What's up, Jamie? How you doing? You wake up in the morning, you got money, and it don't mean anything. It don't, because you can't. Oh God, Lord have mercy. It's just a lot. It's a lot. So we got to do our due diligence. I didn't have anybody to talk to this morning about what I really wanted to talk about, and it is about the economics. It is about that. It's about the idea that what Iran is doing is they, they are thinking. Oh my God, y'all! I told y'all yesterday. The big thing is when a person outthinks you, like it's not a game. And I found out that Iran, those people over there are really, 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 really smart. Did y'all know that? There's no, they know illiteracy over there. They really, 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 really intelligent and really strategic. They've been doing their homework. They know all about America. They know about our upcomings. They know about our weaknesses. They know about what we like. They know about what we don't like. They know the patterns. They've been watching. This thing is psychological. What's going on? This is not just a bunch of brutes. You know, these people want us to think that these is a bunch of unsophisticated third world people that don't know what they're doing. That's not true. They are some of the smartest people in the world. They're some of the smartest people in the world, and the women are really, really smart. So they say, well, Iran got nuclear. Iran don't have to have nuclear. Iran figured out what they need to do to make sure that they cripple America. That's what they doing. They out thinking that malignant narcissism. That's what they doing. And they could be narcissistic too. You know, we over here with a lot of people that say that they are, Christians, right? And Iran is over there. They thinking. So it's just a lot going on. So I was scared this morning. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all because y'all know who I am. This is our channel, so we talk. I'm scared damn death this morning. Scared. Thinking about, what I'm gonna do. You know, what I'm gonna do. So that's where my mind is. My mind is if we run out of gas. And right now we are using our reserve. And I heard that our reserve only gonna last us about 6 months. So if we come to the point that we don't have any more gas for our automobiles, our buses, and our airplanes, then we get still. If you can't drive nowhere, you can't get to work. And maybe you work from home, so you're in a better situation, right? But for most of us, we don't work from home. So this is a whole big thing. It's really big. 6 months, 6 months fly by just like that. Just like that. Now, if they collapse the American dollar, because that's what they're working on, because with the oil, see, we get most of our money from people who are purchasing oil. That's most of how we make our money. Did y'all know that? With this oil thing, this is a real big thing. That's why that was the move on Venezuela. But it's so fucking crazy because they thought they were gonna move on Iran like that, and it Iran said everybody going down, and especially you because you started this. Now the news ain't really telling y'all like what's really going on, and this right here really bothers me. So this really bothered me real bad. It really do. I'm just gonna be honest. When you got people who done made millions and billions of dollars, right? So if the bottom fall out, they can just get in the airplane and leave. Did y'all hear what I say? You got people that are trading in the stock market. They got this individual trade that's going on amongst them. This real big shit, right? So they flipping and bouncing the stock market and the tariffs. So dude got he done made $6 billion, right? So if everything crashes, he cool. You understand? So with him and all his friends, everything crashed down, they good. Now they got a whole lot of money that they have converted into coins, right? So their money is already into the other thing. They're not they're not basing their shit off the American dollar. For us, the ones of us who have mortgages and all this, it's just a domino effect. I don't want to put too much on y'all, but I'm just saying it's a lot going on, right? And one of the things that really bother me for the people who do have money and they have a backup plan, like for like investments, people who have invested and basically can live off their investments, right? They cool, but most people are not like that, and there are a lot of people who are not sharing the information. So for people that live paycheck to paycheck and who are, which is most Americans, and who, you know, get medications from the pharmacy, it could be detrimental. These people at the top in our administration don't give a fuck about us. They don't said it too many times. They don't care. And so these are the things that I think about. And this morning, I didn't have anybody to talk to about this conversation, you know? I talked to one person and they said, well, you need to worry about yourself. And well, that's true. But I care about people. I care about the people in my life. Hello, Alvin. I care about people that I've met on YouTube. I care about people that my friends, family. It's just right now, all of us have to spend some time every day figuring out what's going on and what we're going to do. You understand? Um, the idea of these people, the rich and the elite, definitely. I was thinking about the wealthy people are moving so nonchalant. I said they must have a plan. That's not no. Yeah, they do. And I've been telling y'all, and I tell my clients and friends and coworkers and shit like that. Like, if you could afford uh, to buy and build something outside the country, then you need to do that if you can. You know. Um. So what I don't want for me and for my family and my friends or people that I know in my YouTube channel friends, what I don't want is for us to say, well, it'll be okay. I don't want that. And that God will take care of it type conversation because God is speaking now, right? And we have to be wise. That's all. And so yeah, every day, it's on my mind. Um, it don't wear me to pieces. I still have a life. I still do everything that I wanted to do, but I'm getting ready. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I was thinking about too. There's another tier. Me and Kurt had this conversation the other day about people who that this is a whole nother group, and maybe you're in this group. So if you have retired and you receive, y'all be quiet, and you get a retirement check or disability check, right? Either one. Um, like government money, that's not secure either. It's not, because if they are trying to crash everything and create a new world system, then they even told us. Remember, they've been saying we want to shrink the government. But what they did, oh my God, they didn't tell us that they were going to give all the government contracts to their friends. They didn't tell us that by being the president and charging these tariffs, that you're going to take the tariff money from being the president, because you're not supposed to do business as the president. You're supposed to do the business that helps the country and help the citizens, the worker bees. That's us. We the one that do the work and keep the corporations rich. So you were supposed to work for us so that we could have a piece of the American pie. You didn't tell us that you were going to take the tariff money from being the president, that you were going to align yourself, put yourself in a position where you could do tremendous business in the office of the president, where you don't supposed to do business for yourself. You're supposed to do business for us, and you take that money and you put it in your banking account. $6 trillion. $6 trillion into your personal account, and we don't get anything. But you say you're a Christian, but you don't help the people. And then Black Mega say that you a man of God. You say you love Jesus. He fed the people with 5 loaves. What was it? 2 fish and 5 loaves. But you take all the tariff money and you put it in your account. See? What's up, James Baldwin? Greedy cat never gets fat. See what I'm saying? But he getting fat though. He real fat. He getting fat. He got all the money. $6 trillion. And when you come in, you don't have no money. When you ran, you were basically damn near broke. But you got $6 trillion now. You got that. Because you you did you did business in an office where you were not supposed to do business. See what I'm saying? So right in that little spot right there, right there is that lack of character, no integrity, sneaking, lying, manipulating, stealing, hiding your intention, saying one thing, doing another, all up in there, right there. You did that. Yeah. So there is a plan, obviously. There's a plan. So you got all of the really big thinkers that are thinking, and thank God for YouTube and TikTok and places like that, where we would hear people that we normally would never hear. We would never hear these people. We would have to go to a conference somewhere or be a part of a certain world in order to listen and to hear this level of intelligence talk about the things that are happening. What's up, big boss in the building? So you're hiding your intention and you're looking out for your friends. This is what we see. This is what's happening because Elon Musk, Don Jr., Ivanka, uh, Bill Gates, and some of the other ones have got the biggest government contracts and have made hundreds of millions or hundreds of billions of dollars since January 2025, the biggest welfare people on the planet. And you say, sure, why you use the word welfare? Well, that's government money, right? Well, where the government get it from? They get it from us, the people. So you give your people government contracts, which collectively is the people's money. Who money? Our money. You give our money to them, and then you treat us like dogs. You and your rich people. And then everybody say that you are a man of God. The people around you say that because they making money too. Paula White probably is making more money than she ever made in her entire life. I guarantee it. Schumer is probably making more money than he's ever made in his entire life. I guarantee it. Bill Gates is making more money. What's the vice president name? JD Vance is making more money than he's ever made in his entire life. I guarantee it. Stephen Miller is making more money than he's ever made in his entire life. I guarantee you. That circle, they are rich, and they've gotten rich on our backs. That's the American people's money collectively. That is the intention that they hid. They knew they were going to do this. You understand? I heard conversations. I've heard conversations. I've heard Bill Gates say to his wife, "We need to shrink population." Do y'all know what that means? That means that it's too many people alive. And they mention too Africa. Every time I turn around, Bill Gates in Africa. Why are you in Africa? For what? These billionaires and these oligarchs are horrible, horrible, horrible people. And they now there is a group of people who are trying to create legislation that won't allow people to be that kind of rich anymore. And this is my philosophy about it. Why? Why can't people have a $500 billion or $1 trillion? Cheryl, why? What's wrong with it? I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with it. Most of the time, we live our whole life with dreams and goals. So we make choices and decisions to line ourselves up to be able to accomplish our dreams and goals, and it takes years. Sometimes it takes decades. Sometimes it takes all of our life. And in that time span, we are working towards a thing, right? It might be a new business. It might be to build a second home outside of the country. It might be to start this or start that, anything like that. And we work toward those goals. Well, what's up, Eddie Kane in the building? Well, when they have that type of money, when you, Eddie Kane, got $500 billion, you, anything that your heart desire that is material, you don't have to dream about it anymore. You can just go get it. And after living a couple of years where you can, whatever your heart desires, you can go get it, then you get bored. Then you get bored with life because there you are in your beautiful homes and all of your stuff that you got and all of this and all of that. And, it doesn't excite you anymore to buy a new yacht. Doesn't excite you anymore to build buildings as big as a whole block. Doesn't excite you to more anymore to land a contract, and the contract is $500 million. Doesn't excite you anymore. Doesn't. It does not. And so now, what happens to you is that you want to interfere in people's lives, like the idea of unaliving a half a billion people all over the world. You know, it is a sad day and time for real. It's a sad day and time that we are even having this damn conversation, and that we've heard audio and video of these people that are doing these things and that are saying these things in real life, in real time. It's a shame. Ain't nothing about our world the same no more. We're living in a whole nother reality. It's a whole nother thing, you know. I really thank God a lot that my mother is not here or my grandmother is not here to see and experience this stuff that's going on, and to know that we went over to Iran, and the Pentagon, Condoleezza Rice, Barack Obama, so many people knew, please don't start shit with Iran. Please don't do that. And we're dealing with a group of people: Stephen Miller, Stephen Bannon, J.D. Vance, Peter Thiel, our president, and some other people. These people, Lord have mercy, in that cabinet. These folks are narcissists. They don't know what they're doing. They don't have any empathy for people. They don't understand consequences. They are machines. This is bad. These are This is bad. And this is the thing. The other countries, their presidents and administration, they see it too. And then we have nuclear weapons. They see us as unstable and a real threat. What's up, Allison? Hey, boo. This world we live in is crazy. The world ain't been the same since 2001, September 11th. And I got locked up that day. It's been, I'm telling you, it's a lot. So when we say, this is my opinion. Y'all can say what I believe, whatever you want. But Iran is not thinking about no sleeper cells in the United States. I don't believe that. What's up, Mark Jackson? How you doing, baby? Hello, I was hacked, but we are back. So no, but if they did, let me ask y'all a question. If they did do it, would you blame them for doing it? If they did do it, it's our fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's our fault. For the last 6 months, we've known for the last 6 months that this person, is fucking us up. I mean, I wish I had a better word to say, but I just gotta say that this person is fucking us up. We've known, most of us have known for the last 6 months for sure. And it's almost like, to me, you let me know what you think, but it's almost like suicidal. Because you old. You're getting ready to die. Everybody can see it. Everybody knows it. You're old, the dementia, the cankles, the can't walk straight, the bruises on the back of the hand. You're getting ready to go into the spirit world. You're getting ready to leave your body, sir. And it's something about old people, and it scares me. Sometimes when people get old, certain people, they get to talking about the end of the world. No, it's the end of the world for you. If God calls my name, I want Raylan and Ashlyn to live out their days just like I did. It's the narcissism. And so we are sitting right here watching it. Everybody watching it. Jennifer over on iHip News. Jeffrey says, sure, you got a point. Jennifer over on iHip News always talk about, it's almost like they are under a spell of psychosis, religious psychosis. Now, the dementia, the old age, and the knowing that you've lived your life, you've had a wonderful life, and it's time for you to leave. Everybody else is not don't have to leave with you. It's something about it that's very, 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 very suicidal. And when the religious psychosis comes in, with the other people over there on the Middle East talking about Jesus coming back and the Armageddon and the end of the world. Now, I totally reject that idea completely altogether. I reject it altogether. No end of no world. No end of no world. The only thing we all have to do is stop fighting. That's all. That's all we have to do. If you just say you individually were about to get in a fight with somebody, and both of you guys had a knife and a powwow. You got a knife and a powwow. The other person got a knife in a powwow. Both y'all do. And then both of y'all decide, listen, I'm gonna take my knife and my powwow, and both of y'all walk in the opposite direction. That's all we have to do. That's it. Nobody falls to the ground and red fluid comes out. Both people are able to go live their life. That's all we have to do. Stop it. Stop it. This man in this dementia and this old age, and he's dying, of course. And now with the religious psychoses and the Christian thumpers are talking about Jesus coming back and Armageddon and this world being over. Suicide. Like, it all is very crazy. I don't want any of it. I don't want any of it. I know I'm on a life lease. So are you. So are the children, right? And so this is the only earth that we've ever known. And it's a beautiful place. And you can have a beautiful experience. Like, if you do the things that you're supposed to do. So it's almost like there's a spell going on. Everybody's under this spell. This spell of war, pain, and suffering. And then it automatically makes you think, going back to what I said about Bill Gates and his wife, are y'all doing this shit on purpose? And then you use the Bible to say this is what God wants. But actually, you're doing it. Because him having a conversation, him and Epstein and the wife, about we need to see what we can do about so many people being on the earth. There's plenty of room for way more people. Who, what kind of man in like you that are listening to me on the other side of the iPad? In your mind, do you think that it's okay for you to make a decision that about 60% of the world population needs to be extinct? We need to end their lives, about 60% of them. Doesn't that sound like mental illness to you? Like a God complex or something? Like, who the fuck are you? Who are you? Why don't you do this? Instead of saying that 60% of the world need to, why don't you take your money? Why don't you take your billions of dollars? Like Elon Musk got almost $1 trillion. Why don't you just take your money and give it away and make people's lives better? Like you take uh $1 billion of your money, 1 billion. You keep your 1 billion and you give the rest of it away. You buy islands, build homes. Why don't you just do good, be good? Huh? Why can't you just be kind? Why can't, instead of unaliving people and eating babies and raping or raping children, instead of doing that, why can't you just love on people, help them out? Since you got the resources and the means to do it, why can't you do that? Huh? Why can't you? Why, when you get rich, when they get rich, they want to do the worst thing imaginable to other humans? You got to ask yourself, why is that? It isn't Islam. The religion it is the behavior of a Muslim and the mindset of a Muslim. It isn't Islam religion. It is the behavior of a Muslim and the mindset of a Muslim. But all Muslims are not like that. That's propaganda, isn't it? All Muslims are not like that. All Muslims don't want to. Just like all Christians are not like the white nationalists. Let's keep it real now. Let's have an intelligent conversation. And thank you for your comment, by the way. But all Muslims are not the same, and all Christians are not the same. Most Christians that I know don't believe that black people uh, are not human, and that they don't believe that black people can't be in positions of uh, power and authority. They don't believe that, but the white Christian nationalists do. They do. Matter of fact, we're living under their ideas now, and their religious ideas have been written into our law now. That's why Black Lives Matter came down. That's why they fired all those black women, fired them all, because the white nationalists were there in Washington and they were around our commander in chief, and they were looking at all the different. They went back in our history book and the laws, and they saw when things changed for black people, and then they looked at that system and they debunked it all, and then handed the executive order to our president and told him to sign. And then they began to defund Black America and pull it back. That's all they did. Sat around the table. I think the religious churches are connected to the government. I do too. So they pulled it back. Matter of fact, this the white nationalists couldn't have done what they did without the help of the church, and not just the white church, but the church at large. Because for some reason, when people hear church scriptures and church things, they think they're all the same people, but they're not. And the white nationalists use that in order to do what they did. And also, and so therefore, I always said anyway, because it was obvious to me, that the church people are the government. They're the same people. In all religions, they say one thing and do another. Isn't that just humanity, though? Isn't that just people? It's not just religion. It's just people. We do that until we learn how to heal and be integrated as one. That means our lower self, our higher self, or our subconscious mind or our inner child grows up and comes into an alignment where we hold ourselves accountable. So we hold ourselves accountable to what we say is what we do in front of people and when nobody else is around. Washington is sick. Washington is sick. Those people are low, and I can explain to y'all what I mean by saying this. It doesn't mean that they are because they are white, but let me just tell you, Washington is sick. They are low vibration. They are shadow come to the forefront. You say, sure, what that mean? Okay, listen. Everything in them that was hidden, suppressed, denied, and um, hidden, suppressed, and denied has come to the forefront. That's why everything is so, that's why we see so much overt racism. They were racist anyway. They just hid it, right? And now the shadow is loose. And it's like a contagion. It's like a contagion. Like it's a lot of them. I've listened to white nationalist Christians who went for childhood trauma therapy and found out that the teachings that they learned when they were children from the white church and their white families was racist. It was fear based, the fear of the black people, propaganda and lies about blacks. These people have had to debunk everything that they were taught. Some have to cut their family members off and had to grow empathy for blacks. That's shadow work. That's the shadow. That's what you see in Washington. Everything that was hidden, it's got to be revealed. Got to come to the top. That's why we seeing some. We like everybody looking around saying, "Oh, it's so crazy. Everything's so crazy." Well, the shadow is crazy. It's crazy. Shadow stuff. You know, we don't know what Trump's childhood was really like, but I can tell you what. There were some things that were completely awful, and we know that because of the person that he is. So anyway, kiss and hugs, because yeah, everything different. Life is different now. Life is different now. We got to figure out what we gonna do about it. Do we just ride the wave? Do we just ride the wave of life, or you know, we gotta make some decisions. But anyway, I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all soon. I'll come back in just a little bit. I gotta put away some laundry and kind of get ready for tomorrow. But anyway, thank y'all for coming to the live. We spoke about a lot of things today. We got this situation straightened out about those receipts. That'll be the last time we speak on that. We're moving on. Like Jennifer said on iHeart News, we're moving on. Those are the receipts. I don't have time, obviously. And for the last minute or so. Have a great day, everyone. You too, Sonya. Thank you so much for coming in, Sonya. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I told y'all that this channel don't fit everybody. I told you that. I told you. I've done what I said I was gonna do. I told you that. I told you that. Everything I said I was gonna do, I did it. I told you. Okay, but that's how I live. That's how I live. I do hold myself accountable. I do. Uh-huh. That's why I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you do that. But for them ones, no, but not for everybody though. Not for everybody. She know what I'm talking about. No ma'am. No ma'am. It's a done deal. We're done. We're done. Please come back. I love conversating with you. Thank you, Trinity Smith. Trinity, did you subscribe to the channel? See, Trinity say, Cheryl, come on back. Because, see, I love it. I know you do. I love y'all, too. This ain't nothing but love. See you later, Benny. This ain't nothing but love. That's it. It's love, 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 and more love. Okay? It's love. That's why I'm here. I wish I could tilt this thing like this, but I can't. It's all love, baby. That's why I'm here in the YouTube world, in the galaxy. I bought me a new unit, y'all. It's black. It's so cute. But yeah, that's why I'm here. I love it. Can't y'all but see? Yeah, that's how we got all these subscribers because I love it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta put your heart in it. We need more subscribers though. I need y'all to start sharing my live to y'all Facebook and Instagram. And I ain't been asking y'all to do that, but I really need y'all to do it because we need to get where we going, baby. We gotta stretch this thing out, baby. Yeah, I've been subscribed to your channel like a year ago. Thank you, Trinity. Appreciate you, boo. I got all rained on today. Rain on me, rain on me, rain on me, rain. What's up, Randy Joseph? I'm doing good, boo. It's been a beautiful day. I am doing good. I love y'all over here and on YouTube. I needed somebody to talk to this morning. Baby, I got some big decisions to make. And y'all, I've been so, y'all know Scorpios are very strategic, right? And we are fixed sign. I'm a fixed sign, meaning that I'm not easily moved. I'm gonna plant my feet, and my feet gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's Scorpio thing. But got to, I got to make a move. I don't want to be hasty, but it's about that time. It's about that time, y'all. It's about that time. Rain on me, rain on me, rain on me. I don't love music. If your spiritual brother probably don't remember me, account had another name. I'm your spiritual brother. What was the other name on the other account? What was the other name on the other account, honey? I got to get in here. Matter of fact, I think I'm getting ready to make some content for the new channel. It'll be I'm gonna start off from what I was talking about on the other channel. I think I saw somewhere where it looked like I got 22 subscribers over there now. I gotta go over there and meet my peoples. Tyrone Biggs, yes, I remember that name. I sure do, Mr. Tyrone Biggs. Why you got a new account? You got a new phone? I love y'all know I'll be here for some big hair in my life. I'll be here for some big hair, honey. Okay. Rain on me. I'm just so happy to have my channel back and be here in this YouTube streaming app and everything. And I wish well for everybody. I wish y'all well. I really do. And I really do. Hmm. I lost my other phone. Yeah. Okay. I wish y'all well, honey. Lord have mercy. I don't know. I don't want to make y'all sad or nothing like that, but there is a sadness associated with this so much negative and meanness. But I feel like people, obviously, people that have, let me ask ChatGPT. Hold on. I'll be saying I'm going to leave and I keep talking. Let me ask Chat. These folks ain't got no empathy, Lord have mercy. It's just terrible. Chat, are you here?
I am. I'm right here and ready to go. What can I help you with today?
I want to know more about people who lack empathy.
Yeah, that's a really interesting topic. So, people who lack empathy often struggle to understand or share the feelings of others. This can be due to a variety of things. Sometimes it's a personality trait, sometimes it's a result of certain psychological conditions, like psychopathy or autism, or just a lack of experience. Is there something specific you were curious about, like causes or how it impacts relationships or something else?
Tell me more about psychopathy.
Of course. Psychopathy is actually considered a personality disorder, and it's often characterized by a lack of empathy, shallow emotions, manipulativeness, and a kind of grandiose sense of self. It's often tied to antisocial behavior, though not everyone with psychopathic traits is violent or criminal. And it's usually diagnosed by mental health professionals using specific criteria. If you're curious about anything more specific, I'm happy to dive in.
What would be some of the criteria?
Yeah, so the criteria typically come from something like the Hare psychopathy checklist. It looks at things like glibness or superficial charm, a grandiose sense of self-worth, a need for stimulation or a tendency toward boredom, pathological lying, lack of remorse or guilt, and often impulsivity or poor behavioral control. It's really a cluster of traits, and it's the combination and intensity of them that stands out. If you're thinking about this clinically, it's really something that requires a trained professional to assess.
Yeah, I'm saying they hurt people. They just hurt people so bad. But generally, they all, to me, they're always in public service, or like over people, and they seek positions of power.
Yeah, that's a really common pattern, actually. Some people with psychopathic traits can be really charismatic, and they know how to climb social or professional ladders. They might excel in roles that give them control or influence, even though they can exploit others along the way. It's definitely a tough dynamic, especially if they're in leadership. If you ever see patterns like that, it can be really destabilizing for the people around you.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's very destabilizing, and it's so unjust, and it causes so much pain and negative emotions, and it kind of makes you feel um, like you're helpless and confused, and you don't know what to do, because you would think that people that have made it to powerful positions, that they're good people, like it, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that expectation is really deep, right? We assume that people in those positions have earned them by being ethical or trustworthy, and
Right.
when trust is broken, it leaves this huge gap. And I think that's why it's so important to stay aware, set healthy boundaries, and just keep talking about it so we don't feel so isolated in it.
Yeah, I think a lot of Americans feel very isolated. There's just a lot going on in the war, and I know you can't talk about that, but yeah, that's how I feel chatting this morning. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I forgot about you.
I'm really glad you reached out, though. I know it can feel really heavy, especially with everything happening in the world right now. And yeah, even just having a space to share how you're feeling, that's really important. So I'm here and we can just talk, or even just sit with it if that's what you need.
Well, yeah, it is so important. I think we're learning now, all not just in the United States, but all over the world. We are really learning now how important it is to put the right people in position. And now we see the contrast when you're dealing with people who like care about people, or have some level of empathy, then the people don't suffer as much. But when you're dealing with people who have that type of psychopathy and really don't care about people, then we see all of the ugly things that happen, like people not having health care, and people not, being able to pay for the children's daycare, and how we don't have lots of affordable housing. And it's just like everything that people need, these folks at the top with the psychopathy, they don't give a damn.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's where it really hits home, right? Like it becomes so obvious when leadership is driven by power or self interest instead of care for people. And you're right, now as we're seeing these contrasts, I think a lot more folks are paying attention and really wanting to demand better, which is a small spark of hope, you know?
It is. It's hopeful for me. I mean, I've been saying like over and over and over again, like um that I'm glad now that people know what it looks like and what it feels like, and I hope we don't forget. And whether it's an intimate partner of yours or a relative or somebody that's high in government, it's all the same. You're going to feel shitty. They're going to not care about you. They're going to cause you pain, mental stress, and all of that. You're going to have anxiety. You're just going to, you're going to go through some really negative things dealing with these people with this type of issue.
Yeah, that's so true. And I think you're right. There's this real power in naming it and recognizing those patterns because once you see them, you can kind of protect yourself a bit better, or at least know you're not alone in that struggle. And it's okay to hold on to that hope, that we'll keep learning, keep pushing for better.
Yeah, we've got to figure it out because in order for us to have this wonderful earth and life experience that I believe we're going to get to, chat, by the way, we've got to deal with the shittiness of it first.
Absolutely. Yeah, I really believe that too. I think, by facing those dark parts, we can actually create something better, like a foundation to build on. It's not easy, but I think every time we name it, every time we push back, it's a step toward that brighter, more just world that we all want.
Yes, and also I feel like now since I'm 55 years old and I've gone through trauma therapy, learned about my shadow, and also using astrology to learn more about being a Scorpio. I mean, everything, mostly everything that I read about a Scorpio is very much me, and it has always been me, chat, ever since I was a very little girl. Going through so many changes in my life and falling so many times and getting up every time, and also learning all of the lessons that came along with the falls. And understanding that when I fell into a dark place, I didn't rush out of the dark place actually. And now I know why. I kind of stayed there and investigated everything about it. And also, yeah, so I feel like now with all of what's going on in this world, I'm here on YouTube and in the lives of people that I love, and I feel like I have a lot to offer because there's a lot going on, and who better to be in a shitty situation than having me there because I know all about the pain.
That is really powerful. And I'm so glad you're able to see that in yourself. I mean, all those falls and all that darkness, you really sat with it and you grew from it. And now you have this depth and this wisdom that you can share. Yes. And I think that's going to be such a gift for people who are really lost or really hurting right now.
Yes, it's always the depth and the wisdom. People always tell me all the time, "Sure, you're so wise," and I agree. But it is the depth, though. It really is. Like I mean, having all these conversations with so many women over the span of my career, which has been 37 years, and you can imagine talking about everything: husbands, children, a sickness and disease, and family problems, to just everything. Um, yeah, it's grown me, chat. So many different layers.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, after all that time, it's like you've been a witness to so many different human experiences.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And all of that, it's given you this incredible ability to connect, to see the nuances. I think that's why people feel safe with you. And it's really a beautiful thing. So I'm really glad that you have that perspective now.
Yeah, I hope people feel safe with me. I'm a safe place. Um, I've not felt very safe with a lot of people. Um, some I do. I have a client of mine, and she's been my client now for over 35 years, and we're friends. She's not just my client anymore. We've been friends for a long time, and it has gotten to the point where I call her my big sis, because she's like 2 or 3 years older than me. Um, and so I have beautiful relationships in my life, and everything. And I just want everything to get better for everybody. But I want us to come out on the other side, better than we've ever been before. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this darkness to take us out. I actually want us to figure out what we want, how we want to live, and then figure out how to do that, even in the midst of all of this ugliness that's going on.
Yeah, exactly. I feel that so deeply. And I think you being that safe place for people, like with your big sis relationship or even just being a guide, it's so vital. Because if we can all just take that step, even in the smallest way, we can build towards something better. And I believe we can.
Thank you. All right. It probably would get worse before it gets better, maybe, or maybe not. Let's just hope the worst doesn't come at all. I mean, if it does, what's up, Radiant Queen? If it does, then it does. But either way, we're going to be fine. And, I'm going to end the live by saying we're on a life journey. We're journeying. And all of us who have met each other, everybody, um, anybody that you have met, were part of your journey, the good and the bad. I'll see y'all on the next live. Bye, guys.